The Inca Empire. Hello everyone. Today I'm going to tell you about the Inca Empire. This empire was located on the west coast of South America, which is modern-day Chile and Peru. It lasted between 1438 to 1537. The terrain was very mountainous due to the presence of the Andes Mountains. Some other terrain include coastal deserts, valleys, and thick forests. The culture of the Inca was very simple and practical. The society was divided into two classes. The upper class consisted of the emperor, priests, and government officials. The lower class consisted of farmers, artisans, and servants. The main occupation of the Inca was farming. They grew peanuts, potatoes, and raised llamas. Other jobs included being in the military, mining, and government work. The males did most of the jobs, while the women were the main farmers. The religion and rituals of the Inca was very interesting. They believed in multiple gods. Inti was the sun god. Ilapa was the god of grain. Mamaquilla was the moon goddess. She was also married to Inti. Pachamama was the goddess of the earth. Mama Cocha was the goddess of the ocean. The Inca believed that their rulers were related to Inti. They would bring dead, mummified rulers to ceremonies. There, people offered the mummies gifts. Unlike the Aztecs and Mayans, the Incas rarely sacrificed people. Instead, they would sacrifice llamas, food, and cloth at the Temple of Cusco. If they could not be at Cusco, they would sacrifice at places they believed to be magical, such as a certain spring. For rituals, they had three main ceremonies a year. Capic Rami was the great festival. Amore was the celebration of the harvest. Inti Raymi celebrated the sun. All of these celebrations, they would dance and offer sacrifices to the gods. Switching gears, the Inca had a unique government. First off, instead of a money tax, they had a labor tax called Maida. People would perform acts for the government to pay this. Another thing that is different is that they did not have merchants. Instead, government officials would distribute the goods of the empire. Whatever was left over would be stored for emergencies at the capital. Have you ever seen a picture of Machu Picchu? This city wonderfully expresses the best achievement by the Incas. The Incas were extremely talented at masonry. They could carve stones to fit together so well that cement was not even needed. But this isn't the only achievement. Others include art, 2 highways, weaving, and record keeping with cupis. Cupis was knots tied to represent numbers. These numbers displayed info about things such as crop counts. Although this empire may have been great, it eventually came to an end. In the 1520s, a civil war broke out between two brothers named Atahualpa and Huáscar. Atahualpa eventually won, but his army had been greatly weakened. On his way to be crowned emperor, Atahualpa was attacked by 180 Spanish soldiers who were led by Francisco Pizarro. After taking him hostage, Atahualpa tried to buy his freedom. He had the Incas fill a room with many treasures. Even with the bribe, he was still killed. Years passed as the Incas began losing to the Spaniards. In 1537, Pizarro killed the last of the Incas. The great empire of the Incas was lost forever. Thank you for listening today. Hope you learned something new.